Okay, today we're going over the XLR Boost 37TSX13. We're going to take a look down here first. And here is where your generator is stored. If you want to start it from out here, you just twist those two clips on top, and that'll access the start-stop switch. Otherwise, there is one inside, which we'll look over later. In here is where your battery will be stored, in that little box right there. Otherwise, just got a bunch of wiring back there. We'll look over here now. Got your propane tank on this side. Twist to the left to open it, twist to the right to close it. You got your pass-through storage area here. See that red key on the wall? That's your battery disconnect. When you can't pull it out, that means your battery is on. Otherwise, give it a twist. And it'll pull out, and then the battery is off. Otherwise, we got your folding table in here that you can set up in the back to have some extra space to set things or eat dinner, since there's no dining table in this unit. Lights in here, switches on them. Right here is your water heater, if I can get it off. There we go. This is a tankless water heater, so nothing in here that you got to screw on, no caps or anything you got to put on. All the water that goes through your unit will run through this. But you got the switch right here to turn on the panel inside. So we'll just flip that on. That turns on the water heater panel inside, where you'll be able to adjust the temperature and turn this on and off. So we'll go over that later. Black tank flush right here. You'll use that for when you're draining your black tank out, which is the holding tank for your toilet. You'll hook a hose into here, turn the water on, and that's going to run water into that black tank to help rinse it out, clear out any debris that gets stuck in there. Then we got your furnace exhaust port right here. It does get hot. Don't touch it if it is running, because you will burn your hand. Then down here we have your sewer exits, one there and one over there. You see these pull valves all over. You got a gray and then a secondary black and the first black there. So pull to open, push to close. This one here is just to block this end off. So if you have that one closed and this one open, there's still not going to be anything coming out. You have to have them both open if you want the sewage to come out. So again, gray, sinks and showers. Black is going to be the water from your toilet. And then you also have another black right there for that rear bathroom. All right, continuing on, your tires will be filled, lug nuts will be tightened down, so you'll be ready for the road. You have an outside shower here. It'll be hot and cold, and then a little shower hose for rinsing something off, especially if you need to like clean your sewer hose out. That's a useful area. Second black flush here for that secondary black tank. Same deal as the first one. Hook a hose in there, turn the water on, and that'll flush anything that gets stuck in your black tank out of there. Then up here we have your water connections for running water to this unit. So you have city connection here, direct water hookup. Take your hose, connect it to a spigot, plug it into here and tighten it down. Then you're gonna turn that water on and it'll start running through your water lines, go into your faucets, toilets, showers, and through the water heater. The one on the right side of that is the fresh connection. What that is for filling your fresh tank up for if you were staying somewhere that you didn't have direct hookup. So you take your hose, plug it in, turn the water on, and that fresh tank's going to start filling. See if we can find where the fresh tank drain is. It's gonna be back behind this tire. Right there, that white pull valve, same kind of deal as as the black and the gray tanks. You'll just pull it open to open it and push it in to close it. So it's in the closed position right now. Just make sure it's closed when you're filling that up, otherwise that tank's never gonna fill. Above those water connections are your cable and satellite coax connections. You have a 15 amp power service, and that's where that cord plugs in. Just line up the metal piece on your cord with the metal piece on the connection end, and you'll be set. Then back here you have your fuel fill, and then your fuel hose will be in that box there. Then you have your fuel pump here for pumping fuel out of that fuel hose if you needed to fill, say, a side-by-side or your car even. But you got the ladder here, 250 pounds capacity. You just have to pull the pins out on the bottom, and then that folds down. You can be able to walk up it. Got the patio here, I'll show that unfolding and setting it up later. These black things on the sidewall are vents for the garage area. If you needed to vent out any exhaust fumes at any point, you can just pop those open. Then this switch down here is your rear jack stabilizer, which you can see right there. So if I were to hold extend, that starts to go down. When one side hits the ground, then the other one's going to start moving. And they'll both touch and start to fold down, and then you're stabilized. To bring them back up, just hold the retract switch. You have a little leash latch here if you have a pet. You want to hook them up out here. Outside speaker right there. And you have these steps. They just flip up underneath the frame there. Your other tires. There is a TV mount out here if you wanted to hook one up. And then cable satellite hook up there and 2 outlets right there. And you got your main stairs here. These just flip right up into the door frame, and then you have adjustment for how high or low they are. You just push this metal tab in, and then you can slide the legs up and down to adjust where your steps are at. You just want to make sure that this piece of metal here is flush with this piece. That way when your door is shutting, this black metal doesn't contact this piece on your stairs. So you can see we got plenty of room there for that door to close properly. Here's that other outside speaker. Other side of your pass-through, same light as the other side. And then we have your propane tank here. They are individually regulated, so when one runs out, you'll have to just open the other one up. That should be everything for the outside though. So we'll head on in, show you the awnings and the slide outs running. All right, let's take a look at these slides and awnings running out. As you walk in, you have your panel here on the side. Awning extend and retract is right there, so let's hold extend. You can watch it go out. You'll run it until that valence is facing straight down. That's when you know to stop. That's what the awning looks like all the way out. To adjust the pitch, you loose the nuts on the side, and then you can slide this arm in, and that would tip the awning down so that water would run off this direction. Let's show the back awning running. There it goes. This will be the same exact situation as this front one, same way to pitch it, and you stop at the same point as well. Alrighty, and that's what that one looks like all the way out. Now we're gonna run your slides in and out. So you have your front 2 slide outs. I mean, not your front, your 2 main slide outs right here on this panel here. The front one is in the bedroom. You can do them both at the same time, so let's just hold out on them both. And we're gonna watch them move. These are on pulleys. When they're all the way out, they'll stop. That's when you know to let go of your button. So that kitchen slide's done. This one's a little bigger, so it takes a little longer. And that one's done. We'll let go of the switch. And we'll check out the one in the bedroom. Which is just this little wardrobe one. And we'll hold out and watch it go. All the way out. Other things on this panel, we have some lights. Any lights that are not controlled on here will have separate switches throughout the unit, or there'll be presses on the actual light themselves, like this one for example. You just press on the middle and it'll shut off. Other things on here, heat pads. If you're camping in the winter, if you turn that on, that warms your underbelly to keep your holding tanks from freezing. Then you have your water pump switch here. If you're using your fresh tank, you'll use this water pump switch to draw water from the fresh tank and pump it to your faucets. Then the one above that is to turn the fuel pump on for that back hose that you can fill up your side-by-sides with. Then you have battery here, showing you your battery level. It's always going to read full when the unit is plugged in, so if you want an accurate reading, unplug the unit. Then you have fresh tank level here. As they fill, the red lights come on. Same thing for both your black tanks and your gray tank. We'll go this way first. Down by my feet there is your carbon monoxide detector and LP gas detector. That does draw off your batteries when the unit is not plugged in. So if you don't want your batteries to die, I would suggest to take the negative end off. Otherwise, put your batteries into storage or put them on a charger. Then down here, breakers and fuses. Press on the middle and fold it down. Everything's labeled already, so you know what each one does. It is good to take extra fuses with you just in case. Never know when one could blow. Then up here, we have your keys. Purple keys are going to be for your main doors, so for the one in the front and the one in the back. And then these black keys will unlock that outside shower door. Going into the kitchen, your microwave is up there, self-explanatory. Press the start button to start it. Then you have your fan switch, the light, and then down here your burners. Up on this switch will turn on this panel light. Down will turn on the panel and the oven light. To light these, you're just going to open your gas supply up for the selected burner, and then use your igniter to spark that selected burner. The igniter does light all three burners at the same time, as well as the oven. Oven takes up to 5 minutes the first time you do it, though. It does take a while to push all the air out of the gas line, so it's not going to light right away. But just make sure you keep your eye on it while you wait for that gas to get in there. GFCI on the wall there if you need to reset your outlets. In here, your fridge and freezer. This is a 12-volt fridge, so it'll run off your battery while you're driving and then runs off your 50-amp supply when you're plugged in. Temperature adjustment is on the dial up there. Old pantry. See if we have anything in these drawers. Your fireplace remote. You have your couch here. It does recline. You'll just pull these black tabs tucked in between the seats. Your radio is right here. Power on. Does have Bluetooth if you want to connect your phone to it to play your own music. Zone 1 will be your inside speakers, and Zone 2 will be how you turn on those outside ones. Press on it to turn it on. Press on it again to turn them off. You can run them individually, or you can run them at the same time. Here's your antenna. Antenna boosters right here. Just press the button, green light comes on, you'll get a little bit better signal. TV mount, and then down here is the electric fireplace. Doesn't run on propane, so if you want to save propane and heat the place up, I would suggest to use the electric fireplace. Press the power switch, turns it on. Heat, that is no heat, that's low heat, and that's high heat. So if you wanted it to just be a light display, then you'll leave it with no heat. Then you have different colors. And then a timer to set it up to 5 hours if you wanted to have it shut off after a certain amount of time. You have your little loft bed up here. The ladder for that is it back here as well. Take a look in the garage. Nice big garage. Washer dryer hookups there. If you did want to add a washer dryer, you can speak with your salesman on that. GFCI on the wall here. Again, if you need to reset your outlets. Then back here is that little small bathroom, pedal toilet, press down on the pedal. That'll flush the toilet. Other than that, self-explanatory in there. You have an exit window behind here. Just unbutton these. And you can access that. It's just a fold, so you pull out and then push. Push it all the way out if you need to escape. To prop it open, just leave that clip right there, and then you'll yank on this red tab here to pop the screen out. Talking about, and we'll just pop it to the side, and that opens it up. That way you have some ventilation. You have that ladder right here, and you have your beds back here. They do flip up into the couch configuration. They're just jackknives, so just pull up on the bottom, and that'll flip it back. Just make sure before you sit on them that you have the legs folded down. Otherwise, you can bend these metal brackets or pull them out of the wall. So just a big thing, make sure that you always check to make sure those landing legs are down. Light switch on the wall here. Presses, USB plugs, Then we have that bed up top. To pull it down, you're just gonna grab this strap here, but you're gonna do it on the back side first. So you have this one back here. Just reach up, pull it down, and then that whole bed flaps down, and then you got access to it. Now I'm gonna show you folding that back patio down and how to set it up. So we'll come outside, undo our side latches. I would like to do this with 2 people just to play it safe. There's a heavy door, and then just let down slowly. Kind of walk it back with your hand, and then set it down. And those cables will lock out. And then you'll grab this side first, pull it out, and then grab your other side, pull it out. You see these little buttons right here? You're gonna press on that. That's going to allow that to slide out. And then you'll lock this metal piece in the corner with the piece on your rail. Locks into place. You'll do the same thing on the other side. Press the button, slide it out, lock it in place with the corner. And we have this one, locks into place right down there. And then we'll swing this door out, and that clicks in right down there. And then you slide this collar on top, and then your patio is all set up. That's what it looks like. Really nice. Now we're gonna walk up to the bedroom. First off, we're gonna start with your thermostat. To turn it on, hold the power button. It's gonna light up blue. Then you have your fan speed adjustment. Tap it to flip through different modes. Dry, cool, which is your air conditioner. Once you get to the setting you wanna use, temperature up and down. So if we were to set it right now to 65. Next is gonna be your furnace. Temperature up and down. And then back to just regular fan. And then if you wanted to shut it off, you'll hold the power button, and then that screen will go dim. That's how you know it's off. Up here is your solar charge controller. This regulates how much solar power it's taking in to charge the batteries. So if the batteries were full, it knows to stop charging them. Yeah, so that's all that does. Nothing you really have to do to mess around with that. It's just a monitor showing you what voltage your batteries are at. Then we have the gen start stop here. The generator currently doesn't have any fuel in it, so I'm not going to start it. Otherwise, you know, that's not good for it. But you'll hold stop for 5 seconds to prime, and then you'll hold start, and that will fire that generator up. Then you have your runtime right there. In here's the bathroom, toilet right there, some storage, and then on the wall here is your water heater panel. To turn it on, you tap the on switch, then you have your temperature up and down. That's all you do. But again, you have to have that switch outside on your water heater itself, flip to on to turn this panel on. Light switch on the wall here. Shower, just like one in your house, left hot, right's cold, shower head. For travel, make sure that your travel doors are locked so that these glass doors don't slide around and break on you. You have the kitchen sink here and the mirror, more storage. We'll go in the bedroom. Again, you got some USB plugs back there for charging. You have an AC in here. The controls for this AC are directly on it itself. So that's simple. This bed does lift up, so you'll have a little bit of extra storage under there. This is pretty heavy though, so drop it back down. For your blinds in here, they're just going to be pull downs, just like that. Windows, pull this tab here, slide it. Your fire extinguishers are going to be located next to your doors. So you'll have one here and you'll have one in the back. But other than that, we're all set for the inside for now. Below your sink, you see this. This is not a compartment sticker. You're going to take these 2 screws off, and this is going to allow you to get access to your water pump. Attached to your water pump is a cut off end of hose and a valve. You'll flip the valve to face the cut off end of hose. That changes where the water pump draws from to that end of hose. You'll stick the end of hose into a jug of antifreeze, then turn your water pump on. that's going to begin running the antifreeze through your water lines and out to your faucets, and then you're going to run it down all the drains. You'll run antifreeze through your toilets, showers, faucets, and down all of the drains. Then you're going to go to your low points, which should be over here somewhere. They are right there. There's a hot and a cold one. You'll twist those valves open and run all of the water out of here until you can see only antifreeze coming out of here, so completely pink. And you're gonna drain all your holding tanks out, and then you'll be all set for the winter time. For dewinterizing, you'll just basically do that in reverse. You'll go to your city connection right here, turn the water on, and then run water through all of your faucets, down all the drains, and out all of the holding tanks until there's no pink that you can see left over. Do that 3 to 4 times to make sure that you have gotten it all, and then you're ready to go camping again. The last thing we'll talk about is leveling. To run your front stabilizers up and down, you have retract and extend here. Retract runs them down, extend runs them up. That's how you'll adjust to get onto your truck. And then side to side leveling is going to consist of you running your tires onto blocks, and then once you're level side to side, run the front up or down to get you level front to back, and then you'll run those rear stabilizers down that we showed you earlier, and then you're all set to run your slides out and get your water connections all hooked up and start camping. With all of that said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact a salesman, or after purchase and you've already taken it home, call your salesman or contact our service department, and we can get you scheduled for a time to come in and do repairs. Hope this video was helpful, and I hope you have a great day.